This is Brian Bush from TreadmillReviews.net with Caitlin Whitman and Steven. We're going to be introducing their new Pilates Reformer here, and they're going to be taking me through the drills.
Yes, so this is the NordicTrack Ultra 1 RXS. This represents NordicTrack's entry into at-home connected Pilates. It is a revolutionary engineered reformer that kind of eliminates the traditional Pilates hassle of having exposed springs. So this is what we call the smart spine. It fully encases the springs, which is what adds resistance to this machine as you're doing your workouts.
There are 4 different spring options. Green is going to be your lightest weight. Blue is a medium. Red and white are your heaviest, and they're equal weights. So to change things, the carriage must be docked. You would simply just press down on the, sorry, it's not closed all the way. You press down on the button, and then you can release the other one that you don't want. That'll keep things locked into place. And then again, if all buttons are up, it is free to move, and you cannot change the spring unless it's fully docked for your safety. We have a foot bar, moves in all different directions. So down here we have first, second, third, and then fourth is up here. You can see it locks into place. It has a little feedback, so it'll protect those joints if you are pressing against it. And then this also moves down your carriage, stops about halfway. There we go. So this will be your 5th position, and then the furthest point goes all the way back, position number 6. Locks into place, but we're just gonna bring her all the way back. Oh my goodness, sorry. There we go. All the way back to the front. Lock her into place all the way down here. This is the carriage, so it moves back and forth. You have rings on the top and bottom just to grip for hand placement. On your carriage, there are shoulder pegs that remove. So maybe we don't need it. You could just take these off and they snap right back into place. Over here, you have your loops. So there's the long loop, short loop, and then there's an RX logo. So if you're doing arm work at the back, you can have different placements. Maybe we're doing pulling towards the front, use that short grip. And then maybe for some torso work, we can twist pulling on that long band. And then in general, these just rest on these shoulder pegs. This smart spine, it encloses all the springs, but it's fully functional, so you can put your full weight on it. If you're like lunging, if you're pressing things out, you'll have a stable space to step on. And then back here is your back platform, and then there are pegs. So if you're doing pulling at the back, we can use these pegs to get that done. And something super cool, sometimes these can be a little out of place, these loops. So there are,
Oh, wow.
yeah, there's a little retractable button on the side. So you can lengthen and shorten the straps. So sometimes it will just be shorter. You need to lengthen it out just so it can close properly. And that's pretty much the basic hardware. There's 2 additional attachments. So we have the jump board and the box.
This unlocks cardio exercises here, so it activates those like strong muscles so that you can lie back and do some jump board exercises. Yeah.
What kind of programming is available on the screen?
Yeah, so we have strength, cardio, and mobility, all grouped in different sections. So you can explore classes by difficulty level, by instructor, by equipment, or by how long you have to work out.
Duration of the workout.
Duration.
And so the same iFIT package would be good with your treadmill, your rower, and all other iFIT packages.
Exactly. So with that iFIT membership, you unlock all 10,000 plus classes, the world's largest outdoor library of classes, and with an exclusive partnership with Club Pilates, there's an additional 200 Pilates classes that are already available on demand.
So if people are looking for an off-treadmill workout, and that's why so many of the treadmills have rotating and tilting screens,
right,
so you can do off-treadmill workouts, this is the Pilates Reformer that you would use to go along with that.
Exactly.
And the same would be true with a bike, a rower, or any other equipment.
Yeah, and unlike biking, rowing, and tread, this really does give you this full body movement. And it's a machine that I think I've heard a lot of Pilates enthusiasts call it like, I could really play on this. Like, let me just play. And so that kind of playful aspect really just elevates this whole fitness experience.
But there's really unlimited number of exercises and movements you can use in terms of the resistance.
Yeah, and it's really built with that versatility in mind. So everything is modular, everything, moves and retracts, and then you can kind of shape it to fit how you're feeling that day.
Right. It's also really good for rehabilitation. So a lot of barbell users, and I'm a power lifter myself, think that you can't get a resistance workout with this, and they're wrong. The body itself does not know the difference between iron barbells and the resistance used here with these bands. As far as the body understands, it's just time under tension.
Exactly.
And so poundage in a barbell doesn't translate to the body. This can generate just as much hypertrophy, which is the tearing down of the individual muscle fibers, and then the gorging of the blood, which causes expansion and then growth.
Yeah.
And you can easily do that with this, just like you could with a barbell. People who've suffered injuries over the years have found Pilates to be incredibly beneficial from a rehab standpoint.
Yes.
And it's also a great way to prevent yourself from getting injuries. Statistically speaking, Pilates is certainly more popular amongst women than men, but that's unfortunate, and the men would really do well to jump on board, because it's Chuck Norris is made famous the Total Gym series, and of course this is a much better version. This is a very ramped up version of what the Total Gym is. It's just stronger, more solid, and a lot more performance options.
Exactly. And for the data nerds, like I'm a super techie. I love data. I track all of my stats. The Smart Spine does also use a combination of your velocity of movements and the tension that you have activated to calculate your total power output.
Right.
And so it gives you your total power output in any given class, and it gives you post-workout stats as well.
Right.
You can pair your heart rate monitors to it, and then it can kind of give you that level of feedback on the screen.
Well, if people are not familiar with iFIT, it's the most interactive workout program on the market. No one sees anything like it. It's got automatic trainer control. Will this have automatic trainer control?
Not at this time.
Okay.
It'll give you the feedback between what the trainer is recommending and the selection that you've chosen.
I was curious about that, how it could. So with the treadmills and the other equipment, the automatic trainer control or smart adjust means that the program actually adjusts the incline, the decline, and the speed to match the workout. This, you're still partnering with iFIT, and it's got some of the coolest programs ever. You could be hiking the trails of Scotland or down to South America.